babies in your diapers. Welcome to the Tiberius Show with your host, Tiberius Boy.
That's me, Tiberius. Today, we're going to talk about some very awesome stuff. We have an amazing video to talk about, a book about frogs, but let's go before we got a totally awesome guest. The one, the only, the amazing Eric Desnoyers.
So close. Desnoyers.
Desnoyers. Eric is the ticketing director for Broadway Across America and an actor, prop designer, and director at Theater West End.
Hey, thanks for having me on your show today.
You are welcome. And today, we're going to start off with a video of the week, and this is going to be a slice.
And now it's time for the video game of the week.
Today's video game is Ninja Legends. So this is a game on the Roblox platform. It was made by Script Blockchain Studios. Because it is on Roblox, you're able to play it on PC, Mac, Xbox, and even your cell phone. And it is free. You may remember other games from Script Blockchain Studios like Legends of Speed and Drilling Simulator. So first off, I got into the game and it looked okay. There was a lot of stuff around you, but you figure out quickly that you punch in the air and get ninjutsu, which fills up your belt and you can sell it for coins. Then you can use the coins to upgrade your belt to hold more, or you can upgrade your weapon to be able to generate more ninjutsu per swing of the weapon. Yes, there are pets, but you can buy them with chi. Chi is earned by being the king of the hill or for picking chi icons on the ground. A pet can give you a multiplier which increases the chi and ninjutsu per swing. There is a reverse system, but it's called rank, and you can go from rookie to grasshopper to apprentice, samurai, assassin, and shadow. Now I will tell you there is a PvP and a PvE ability in the game. First off, you can kill other players that are not in the safe zones. And safe zones are all over the map. You can get chi and XP for attacking a player outside of the safe zones. You also get to buy skills like double jumping and going invisible. Now double jumping is the most important skill to learn. See, the map is vertical, and if you look up, you will see a lot of islands. What makes this game so different is that you need to parkour the map of islands to unlock the next area that allows better weapons, belts, and skills. My dad and I have unlocked all the areas so far, and it is crazy fun. I give Ninja Legends 10 out of 10 stars because it is a lot of fun, and I got my dad to try it, and he played a lot. So much that he completed all the islands in the first day.
Wow.
He found a way to evolve pets, and is going to give me some of his awesome older evolved ones. Anyone that loves parkour needs to play this game. See David Smith Law.com.
You can call him at 407-801-2667.
Wait, you are not Chuck.
My dad can help when people get hurt. He loves to help people.
If you are ever injured at work or in a car accident, you should call my friend Chuck.
You can call him at 407-801-2667.
The website again is cwsmithlaw.com.
Offices, Orlando.
Does it actually have that much W's?
Over 40 years, Lighthouse Central Florida has provided education, independent life skills, and job training to thousands of Central Floridians who live with blindness or any degree of vision loss. Whether it's picking out clothes in the morning or just moving around your community and serving Orange, Seminole, and Osceola counties. Contact Lighthouse Central Florida at 407-898-2483 or visit them online at lighthousecfl.org. Now it's time for the book of the week, Getting to Know Nature's Children Frogs. This book is written by Bill Ivey. Let me read you the back of the book. In fact, Eric, would you want to do the honors?
I'd love to. Let's see. We have everything you ever wanted to know about frogs. This book describes the physical characteristics, habits, and habitats of frogs.
So first off, this is an AR book and it's worth 0.5 points or half a point. It is rated for 5th grade and 5th month. This is a great series about everything nature. This is an old book series, so they may be hard to find. So this is not like my normal books. This is not fiction. Instead, this is more of a resource book. Kind of like a dictionary. But instead, it's all about frogs. So, if you wanted to know anything about frogs, this is the book to read. So, like, I learned that all frogs have two lives.
Interesting.
Their first life as a tadpole living in water, and their second life as a frog living on land.
And my car.
I learned as tadpoles they eat plants and algae. And as adult frogs, they eat snails, insects, worms, and even small fish. Isn't that crazy?
I'll have to read this book, learn more about
and
frogs.
They also eat flies too. Just go like, Now, I won't tell you everything, but this is a great resource if you want to know that frogs cannot turn its head. Instead, it has eyes that look in opposite direction, so it can see more of an area. You can also learn how many eggs a single female frog can lay and if the eggs are hard or soft. Then you will learn how its gills turn into lungs and they grow legs that can replace itself even if it gets cut off.
Oh, good to know.
There are so many cool things about frogs to tell you. I'm going to get to know nature's children, frogs, 9 out of 10 stars because I enjoy learning everything I ever wanted to know about frogs and it explained a lot of questions that I had. I have a lot of frogs outside my bedroom window. I like how they sound at night. Now, I know a lot more about them and I will be more careful around the tadpoles so they have a better chance of becoming a frog.
Good to know.
The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our awesome sponsors, StarChannelUS.com. These guys are very, very cool. They bring 21st century surface drainage solutions to reality. They can do corporate and government work. These are the guys that make roads and bridges safe in the rain. You can see all about them at StarChannelUS.com. That website again is StarChannelUS.com. The Tiberius Show would like to thank one of our dedicated sponsors, Custom Designs Orlando. These guys are on Mills Avenue and do all sorts of stuff, ranging from photo ID badges, engraved signs, custom Braille ADA signs, vinyl lettering, to trophies and awards. They can ship products all over the United States. You can reach them at 407-898-0373. And now it's time for your interview of an interesting person. Today this is going to be so much fun. Today we have the one, the only, the amazing Eric! What's his name?
Desnoyers.
Eric is a ticketing director of Broadway Across America and an actor, prop designer, and director. Can you believe it?
Yeah, thanks for having me on your show. I've never been on a radio show before. This is my first time, so it's exciting.
So first up, how are you enjoying being on the show?
This show? It's exciting to see all the bells and whistles all around me. It's quite a process.
So to jump right in, it looks like you have been in theater in some way or another for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best part about working in theater?
I think the best part about working in theater is that I get to collaborate with a lot of people, and now that I'm older, I've worked with a lot of people, so I get to collaborate with a lot of my friends now. So it's usually fun. A lot of work, but fun.
So what got you interested in being a director?
I was an actor first, so I just kind of tossed my hat into the ring one day and asked if I could direct a show, and I've just taken on little projects here and there, and now I'm here directing Christmas Story.
So what is the most enjoyable job in theater for you?
I don't know. I've just loved every part of theater. I don't think I have a specific favorite part. I like during Tech Week when we're putting the show all together with the lights and the costumes and seeing all of that for the first time.
Oh, yes.
So I think that would be my favorite part of the process, at least.
What is the coolest show that you have worked on?
My favorite show that I've ever worked on, because it's also my favorite show, is Hairspray, and I did that about 9 or 10 years ago. at a little theater up in upstate New York, and I had a really good time doing that one just because it was exciting to be in one of my favorite shows. A couple of the other ones, I was in Little Shop of Horrors, and I was in Sweeney Todd, and I got to get killed and tossed down a chair and a trap door, yeah. So that was fun, learning how to fall down a trap door.
How do you decide what shows you want to be part of?
Usually, I get asked. I don't usually get to choose the shows that I want to do. Sometimes for like the Orlando Fringe Festival, if you put in a show, it's something you're working on and producing and, from the ground up. So other than that, I don't really get to choose usually what I want to do. I can sort of hint at things that I'd like to do, but that's about it.
Okay. So what is the hardest part about working in theater?
So I think the hardest part is sort of just getting all the departments together to put on a show. There's a lot of different moving parts that go on between costumes and scenery and lights, and it just kind of to keep track of all of that. It's fun, but it's also difficult, especially with a long show, and a musical.
Yeah. So, now your bio says you are from Rhode Island.
Yes, neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
So, do you miss it, or is Florida a lot better?
I miss times of the year in Rhode Island. Like the fall right now is really, really nice up there. I do miss like seeing the leaves change in the autumn up there. I still have my sister and my dad both live in Rhode Island, so I do go up and visit them when I can. I don't really know if I miss it, and I think I'm spoiled living in Florida without a winter now.
Okay. So, now that you're directing a musical based on your favorite movie, can you tell me more about that?
So, yeah, Christmas Story is probably one of my top 5 favorite movies. Not even just Christmas movies, just movies in general. I just think the story, it illustrates how, you expect one thing in life, but whatever ends up happening is just something completely different. And it's just sort of about the trials and tribulations of life's ups and downs and disappointments. And then also the show for me is just about family. It's all about family and getting into the Christmas spirit. So I don't know, I just love the film. So to get to direct the musical version, which expands upon a lot of the film, it's a lot of fun to explore the world even further.
So, as the director, how do you select who gets to be in the show?
So we go through an audition process. I've got my team with me. I've got my choreographer and my music director. And so people come to audition, they'll sing for us, or we'll have them read from the script. And then at the end of it, we kind of just lay out who has shown up for the role, who we're still looking for, and just kind of piece together from there what we're looking for and who fits the best of what we're looking for.
Wow. So, I'm going to be a character in your show.
Yes.
So, did I get a part because you know my mom?
Not only because I know your mom, but I watched a lot of your shows. She sent me a lot of clips of your radio show, and I just thought you were really great for this role that we were looking for.
So, what should I tell all my friends at school and all the people listening about how they should come to the show, and where do I tell them to go?
Sure, so it's Christmas Story the Musical. It's playing at Theater West End. It's in downtown Sanford, Florida. The website is theaterwestend.com, and you can purchase tickets there.
Okay. If any of my listeners wanted to grow up to work in theater and one day be a director, what advice would you give them?
See, the best advice that I can give is to just join a theater. Whether you're sweeping a broom somewhere, whether you're doing props backstage, helping move scenery, just jump in a theater somewhere, help out, and from there you'll learn what areas you like, what areas you don't like. You'll meet people, you'll connect with them, and eventually you'll just have all these people that you can connect with for other projects and other things, and people will start calling you for other projects and other shows, and then it's nonstop, and then you have to say no at some point.
Okay, so in your bio you listed a lot of shows that you have worked on. Which is your favorite?
My favorite that I worked on was here in Orlando. It was Carousel. It was with the Orlando Ballet and the Orlando Philharmonic, and we were all on stage together at the Bob Carr. And just to be able to sing a show with like a 40-piece orchestra, it was something special. It was good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, if you could work on any show, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good one. Any show. Actually, right now, I think I'd love to work on Beetlejuice. That's on Broadway right now. It's just a lot of fun. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the videos, but it looks really fun. Beetlejuice on Broadway.
So, what is the difference between a play and a musical?
So a play is basically just spoken dialogue and a story within a spoken dialogue, and a musical expands upon the spoken dialogue, and somebody gets so happy or so sad, they break into a song.
So, the show is being held at Theater West End.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit about Theater West End?
So Theater West End is a brand new up-and-coming company. They started a year ago. So we're in our second season, and Christmas Story is the second show of their second season. They've gotten great reviews. They just finished Once on This Island to a lot of sold-out crowds, and there's a lot of people's reaction were great to the show, and people are really looking forward to Christmas Story. And you are too? Many people. Yeah, not many. You might be the first. You might be onto something.
So, what is the biggest mistake you ever made, and how did it change you as a person?
Like the biggest mistake on stage?
Well, you have made. How did it change you as a person?
I don't know if I've made like comedic things. There was one time that my belts got stuck to a chair that I was sitting on during a show, and I couldn't figure out how to get it off on time, and just had to sit the dance number out, so it was kind of awkward. But I don't know if it changed me other than, just a funny story to tell. There were a couple times where I split my pants during the shows, so...
Like you had to crouch down.
I think I was changing, like a quick change or something, and I had to go on stage with it on. You never know, it's live theater, anything can happen.
Wait. My teacher says that I use math every day when I work. Do you use math when you were being a director?
Sure, there's elements of math. I mean, you have to figure out how many people are on stage, if you want to make it look even. You've got to figure out, when you're designing a set, how long something is, how tall something is. So there's a lot of math in that aspect of planning. So sure, yeah.
Okay, so when you're not working on the next great show or musical, what do you do for fun?
I pretty much just stay home and just have no stimulation whatsoever. Just quiet time. Maybe I'll look at another play, or I'll go to the theme parks kind of thing. But that's what I do in my spare time when I do have spare time.
So, is there anything I should think my listeners should know about you?
I don't know. I'm kind of a reserved person, so I can get fun on stage, but kind of behind the scenes, I'm kind of low key. Low key.
So, do you have a website or Facebook for listeners who want to follow you?
Just Eric Desnoyers on Facebook, and that's pretty much it. I don't have any websites or anything like that, so.
How about the website for people to get tickets for the show?
Sure, so for Christmas Story the Musical, you can go to theaterwestend.com.
Okay. So, do you play video games? What's your favorite one?
I gotta go with Mario. It's just a classic, so anything that's Mario, it's pretty much for me.
Mario!
It's me, Mario! Power up!
Okay, so what is your favorite book?
I don't know if I really have a favorite book. I read a lot of plays, but I haven't really read an actual book in a while.
What is the difference between reading a book and reading a play?
I mean, so a play is laid out just differently than a book because it's character and then dialogue, so you're just constantly reading dialogue from characters. It doesn't necessarily have a lot of the in-between describing sections, but I guess an in-between describing section of a play would be their stage directions that you can read just to get a better understanding of maybe what the setting is or, what somebody's costume is like.
Wow. Okay. Can you tell me that one story? Remember, this is a kid's show. But that one story, well, that you're not supposed to tell me about. Come on.
Okay, so it's going to be me coming clean about something. When I was in the 3rd grade, I never told anybody this. When I was in the 3rd grade, we used to have these multiplication tables that we had to do in, I think, like a minute or something. My teacher would keep these copies on the windowsill, and we'd have to do them every Friday. So I would take one home, and I hid it in my... Take one home, I filled it out with a calculator, came back the next day, hid it in my desk. Then when we had to do these minute problems, I swapped them out, so I had all the correct answers, so I never had to do it again. And now everybody knows. I might have to go back to the 3rd grade.
If you could teach me one thing that is really stuck, what would it be?
Well, I think if we think of it in terms of applying it to theater, is just do everything in life with confidence. Doesn't matter what it is, just go for it with gusto and confidence, and that's all you can do, the best you can do.
Wow. So, what is the one question that you think I forgot to ask you?
You forgot to ask me. What's my favorite food? Lasagna.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you were smelling it the other day. You have a nose for steak.
Thank you, Eric, for being my special guest.
Of course.
Can you stick around for Math Corner?
I don't know what that is, but sure.
Mid-State Fire has been providing top-quality fire equipment services for 3 generations to the Central Florida area. Don't wait for an emergency to repair. Call Mid-State Fire today at 407-246-8855. Get your fire extinguishers and emergency lighting for both your home and businesses by visiting www.midstatefire.com. That number again is 407-246-8855. The Tiberius Show would like to thank Boggy Creek Airboat Adventures for being one of our sponsors. I got to go on an airboat and saw a real gator. I even got to go to the gem mine and mine for some gems. We ate a steak dinner at the restaurant and even got some gator bites. If you want to have a blast with the entire family, I suggest you go to www.bcairboats.com right now. Get your tickets today. The website again is bcairboats.com. Oak Ridge Gun Range is a family-oriented shooting range that has been in business for over 30 years. They specialize in basic firearm training and offer numerous services such as consignments, gun trades, gunsmithing, and concealed weapon classes. I even got my training for gun safety at Oak Ridge Gun Range. Great customer service, and firearm safety is what they do best. So find out more at oakridgegunrange.com.
Get ready, it's time for the Bowling Score Report!
So I got to go bowling this week at Boardwalk Bowling. I got a 98, a 115, and an 88 in the final game.
That's awesome.
I played with Mia, Kyle, and Emily. I also got to see Izzy and Giselle. It was a lot of fun. I did get a total of over 290 pins, so I got to play a hyper deck with my mom and dad. And it was amazing! Afterward, I got to play test a new VR system for hospitals to help with kids. Can't wait to do a show about it. So, if you want to go bowling with me, be sure to drop in the new winter week at Boardwalk Bowling Saturdays at 10 a.m. in the morning, bro.
Tiberius' favorite subject, it's Math Corners!
Now it's time for Math Corners. Thank you so much, Eric, for helping me with Math Corners. Today, we're going to talk about equivalent fractions.
Can't wait.
So I've been doing my math exercises, and we got into a number of problems that have to do with equivalent fractions. So most people know that if you have any number, you can multiply it by 1, and you still have the same answer. But when you have to find a common denominator in a fraction, you always multiply by 1, represented by a number with the same numerator and denominator. In order to find a common denominator, well, you can use this for more things. One of them is equivalent fractions. So what is equivalent fractions, you say?
What is equivalent fractions, I say?
So, equivalent fractions are defined as fractions with different numerators and denominators that represent the same value of or proportion of the whole.
Got it.
Did you know that? So,
I'm nervous.
So this means that if you have a pizza cut in 8 pieces, you could say 4 eighths and 2/4 or 1/2, and they still mean half a pizza. If it was really cut up small, then you would say that 8/16 is still half of the pizza.
Yes.
So all of them are equivalent fractions.
Gotcha.
You know, they're fractions.
Yes.
So this is pretty cool because I can do this for lots of different fractions. Like 1/3 is the same as 2/6 or 3/9 or 4/12 or 5/15.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
So they all still represent 1/3 of the whole. Now, if you make a chart like you would for multiplication tables, you can see a pattern. This makes it really easy to find your common denominator.
Same.
So, Eric, do you now know all about how to use equivalent fractions in life?
Well, I wouldn't say I know all about them, but I think I remembered a lot more than I thought I did, so yes.
So, thank you so much, Eric, for your help with Math Corner.
Awesome, yeah. I learned a little bit too.
Now it's time for a Heart of a Lion. As you know, we talk about the qualities of living by a Heart of a Lion. It stands for leadership, integrity, obedience, and ability. So this week, we're going to talk about leadership. For me, I think leadership is the act of loving what is good, having self-control, and being disciplined. Qualities of leadership are providing guidance and direction, organization, and being a positive influence on others. So I used leadership this week with a new video that I made. My dad told me about a new product that is used to help kids when they are in the hospital. And I wanted to help, so if I asked, I can make a video and show everyone how it works. The company sent me one of the new products, and I showed everyone how it works. This is providing guidance and direction, and I hope that was also being a positive influence on others. So Eric, did you see or use leadership at all this week?
Of course. Being a director in a show, you have to use all of those things. Leadership, integrity, obedience, nobility. Bottom line for me is just to be nice to everybody. It gets a lot more done than to be mean to everyone, so.
So, of all the Heart of a Lion virtues, which is your favorite?
Probably integrity, because it means a lot. There's a lot of strength behind integrity.
We should always try and be lion strong.
Exactly.
In everything we do.
Everything, yeah.
And that's our show, folks. I want to thank the one, the only, the amazing Eric
Desnoyers. Denoyers. I say it wrong too.
So, for being my special guest this week, it's been so much fun talking with you today. I hope everyone gets to come out and enjoy the Christmas story,
The musical. Yeah, thanks for having me. You can get tickets at theaterwestend.com. It's Christmas Story the Musical. We run December 6th through the 22nd.
And be sure to listen to us next week on the Tiberius Show.
The Tiberius Show is not filmed in front of a live studio audience. Executive producer Joseph Boy. Production editor Pierre Laguerre. Green Room manager Danny Boy. Broadcast associate James Smith. and your program host, Tiberius Boy. The Tiberius Show is copyright 2018.